Hello, I'm Blaine Marion, and on this week's episode of Macaroni Meadows, we're putting together the tower garden. So if you've seen in previous videos, we had the tower garden set up here this summer, and then with all our gardening season, it kind of got neglected a little bit, so we kind of didn't make any more videos, but now it is the winter time, so we are going to be putting this sucker back together and getting her planted here today. So at the end of the growing season of the tower garden, we took it outside, took all the stuff out of it, cleaned it all out, and we had it all taken apart. Just makes it easier to clean. So I'm gonna set this sucker back up, and then we're gonna get her seeds started. And we got the lights back on her. She's all good to go. Now, we still have to fill it up with water and the nutrients, but we gotta start our seedlings first, and I think they take a couple weeks to grow, so for now, we're just gonna leave this in here, shut it off, and we're gonna get our seeds ready. All right, we got all our stuff here ready on the table. Gonna get it ready to start planting seeds. These are the rock wool plugs that we're gonna be using. We need, the tower garden holds 16 of the big ones, 16 of the small ones. So we're gonna break out 16, put them in the trays, and I believe we have to soak these in water before planting. So we'll make sure we read the instructions and start planting seeds. We have a whole box of seeds that we've kind of collected over the last 2 summers. So we got to kind of make a plan, and Courtney's going to help me decide what we want to plant.
Yep.
All right, let's start ripping these up, getting them in the trays. We need 16 of each.
A little wild with that camera.
Hi, owner. Hello. There, we got them all in trays here. We got 16 of the little ones, 16 of the big ones. Now we're just going to take our finger and make the holes a little bit bigger to put our seeds in.
Watering.
Yeah, just pour it back and forth all over top of them. Water them up real good. These rock wools actually retain all the water they're supposed to, so.
They're spongy.
Yeah. I watched somebody just do it outside with a garden hose and he just kind of soaked them, so that's what we're gonna do.
Is that good, or do you want more?
I keep going. Probably give it the whole container, I think.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, if you want to refill it and then hit these guys, and then we can start planting.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it works really well. They didn't, they retained pretty much all the water.
Excuse me.
If you watched our last tower garden video, we transplanted plants that we bought from the nursery, and it kind of did work, and it might have worked better if we paid more attention to it, but we were busy with all the gardens outside, so we weren't checking the pH and that kind of stuff, so I don't know. We're gonna see if starting from seed works better or not. I think it will. It'll definitely be cleaner, if anything, just because with the transplanting, you know, you get a little bit of the dirt and stuff like that in there, so yeah, we'll see.
Trial and error, baby.
Yeah, give her. Probably use like 3/4 or half, yeah, and then dump the rest in the big one.
Okay.
These are the smaller squares. We'll hit this guy on this side. Yeah, there you go.
Good.
A little more. Whatever. We'll just watch it as the next few days and give it water as we need.
Okay, I'm doing the rest over here.
Okay.
There's not much left anyway.
Perfect. All right. Now we're going to go through our seed box here, pick out what we want, and plant. Okay, we've decided what we're going to put in here. We're going to be mostly going with leafy greens. We got some lettuce, kale, Swiss chard. And then I'm going to try 1 tomato and 1 pepper. I don't know how good they'll grow in the tower garden, but we're gonna try. And then we got a bunch of herbs to go. The small ones are kind of more for herbs, so we got a whole bunch of herbs that we're gonna put in there.
Yep.
So if you want to start with Swiss chard and maybe just do a whole row.
Okay.
Just put 3 or 4 seeds in every hole.
3 or 4 seeds in every hole.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Just kidding. We were just watching The Office as we did this. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3. Do you want 4?
No, 3 is good.
Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Perfect.
Okay. And then this one's oregano. We're just gonna do a couple. The seeds are super duper small.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Now, I've never heard of garlic chives before, but they sound really good. So I think we should do like, what, 4 of those?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. These 4 here haven't been done.
Do you want all basil?
Do all basil? Yeah, sure. I love basil.
Do you?
Fresh basil and pizza? Whew.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. And when basil's growing downstairs, because we had a basil plant in this,
It smells
the
so
whole
good.
basement smelled like basil. It was awesome.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Now I just gotta run downstairs. There's some vermiculite powder stuff that we put on top of these seeds. So I'll go grab that and we'll put those on top of our little seeds.
Sounds like fun. Just so
We got the vermiculite here. I'm not exactly sure how much to put on, but I don't know. I'm just gonna cover it. So we're gonna take a measuring thing here and try to just get it in there. A little bit in each one. I'll use my finger after and kind of push it in. As you can see, we got them all covered here with the vermiculite. What we're gonna do is just put them here, leave them on the table, and the sunlight will hit them. And we will check back in a few days once everything starts to sprout. Show you guys how the seedlings are coming along, and then we'll show you us transplanting them into the tower garden itself. So we'll see you in a few days. Well, these guys have been here for probably about a week now in the windowsill, and everything's starting to sprout. Now with the winter months, we're not getting as much sunlight right now. So today, now that most of these are sprouted, we're gonna get these downstairs. Hi, Roni. We're gonna get them downstairs, and we're gonna get the lights off the grow tower to keep growing them. We're gonna be bringing these downstairs now. Gonna get them in the grow lights. They're not quite mature enough to go into the tower yet, obviously, so we're just gonna place them on a table. Fell over in transit. Okay, we got both of them here. What we're gonna do is move these lights. There we go. Oops. There. Now, this thing is on a timer, so it I think it's on 18 hours on, 6 hours off, something like that. And we will check back probably, I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take till these guys will be ready to go into the tower, but we will let you know. We'll check back with you. And next time you see us, we'll be putting these guys on the tower garden. Well, all these have been down here for just over a week. And some are looking good, some aren't looking that great, but we're gonna be transferring them into the tower garden today. So first we gotta get that ready to go, and then we'll be transferring these guys in there. Okay, so these bigger ones, bigger pieces of rock wool, they all have to go into these little cups that then go into the tower garden. So I'm gonna get busy, and I'm gonna get these guys all into their little cups. Okay, they're all transplanted into their little holders. These were the big rock pieces of rock wool that go in the holders. And then we got these little, basically we plant a bunch of herbs or whatever in these ones, all their cilantro and that kind of stuff. And these guys just pop right into the top, so those ones will just go right in. Give me a second. Look how cool that one looks. Try to get it in the light. And they just pop in like that. Right in there. Now some of these aren't doing the greatest, but we're just gonna plant them all and see what happens, and then we'll plant some more seedlings. So in a couple weeks, when the seedlings are ready to go again, if some of these aren't doing too well, we'll just swap them out. So I'm gonna get busy here, and I'm gonna get all these into the tower garden. Then we're gonna get the tower garden ready to go. This is probably your best one, big old thing of lettuce. So these guys, you just line them up. You kind of gotta squish them a bit. And they just pop in. Look at that. She's in there. Time to get the rest in there. Okay, we got her all planted. Looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if this one, if that's supposed to look like that or if it went to seed. I don't know. We'll see. She'll start growing here and we'll find out. Look at that one. That one's awesome. There's a really cool purple kale. I'm not really sure if the Swiss chard is doing too great, but we're gonna plant some more seedlings anyway, so if some of them die, like I said, we'll just swap them out. Now we gotta fill this guy with the, what do we got? The mineral mix, and we got some Moberly Lake spring water. Courtney came down to see what was going on down here.
Because I'm nosy.
She likes gardening. But I love this thing because it is, what, December 11th today?
10th.
It's December 10th. And we're planting stuff in our house. It's so cool. You know, garden season's definitely over, but yeah, we're just starting our winter garden. So, we better get to work here. Gonna read the instructions. I can't really remember how much I gotta put in there, so we'll figure out, show you guys what we gotta do. Okay, first step, we're gonna get some water in there. Get you to hold that.
Yep.
Ugh. Try not to make a mess.
Famous last words.
So our tower's been planted here for a couple weeks. It's coming in pretty good, as you can see. Some of the lettuce, some of the kale's coming in real nice. Not too sure about the Swiss chard. Like some is, some isn't. This kale's not doing the best, but, and as you can see, that Swiss chard. But that one's doing real nice. Some of the herbs up top, like some aren't doing good, some are. Look at that one. This is our cilantro, is looking real nice. But yeah, that was planting the tower garden. Because it's winter time, I can't find any of these peat moss things anywhere, so I had to order some. So that's why we don't have any seedlings getting planted yet. We're still just waiting for them in the mail. So once we get those in the mail, we'll plant some more seedlings, and then any ones that aren't really growing that great, like this one here, we'll just probably pop right out and put a new one in. Same with that Swiss chard, we'll probably pop that guy out too. But anyways guys, hope you guys like this video of setting up the tower garden. She's all ready to go for another growing season in the house. Once we get more peat pod things, we'll probably make another video, just kind of give you an update on the tower garden, show you the progression of all the vegetables that are going in it. So stay tuned for that. As always, stay tuned to the channel for more adventures to come.